What's up, guys? It's me again. I had a quick second this evening, and I wanted to share a couple more pieces from my collection. And, I thought I'd do something a little different. It's the first time you're going to see two knives in any of my videos. And these are kind of a big deal. I kind of went online, I went to YouTube and searched, and I haven't seen anything. And this is an overview of Tuffknives, Geoff, Tough Thumbs, one of the most charismatic characters in the knife world and respected modifiers and now legitimate knife maker. This is his new model. He had the super famous Tannic, and then the Switch, which I love. I have a few of those. The Immortal Tough Pup, which I did a video on. One of mine I think it was my first video. This model's called the Tracer. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time there's any videos posted of them. So it is a killer piece, and I know it is going to be one of Geoff's most successful designs. We have two, so let's start with this one right here. This is actually #1 Tracer. As soon as I found out it was available or it was coming to market, I jumped all over it, and the birthday card says Tracer #1. So I'm sure there was a prototype or a 00, but this is the first one out in the market, and I was able to get this through Blade Junkie, actually, through Scott over there, who's a good buddy, and I absolutely love it. You're looking at a tie bolster. It's a flipper with Westinghouse micarta as the scales. It's on one side. He also put it right at the top of the clip. And guys, this is not a very large knife. It is about 3.5, just a hair under 3.5 inches on the blade length. But it's killer. And the word tracer, the name tracer conjures up images of obviously bullet tracers and stuff like that, but also, something that's quick, small. That name fits well, I think. And this, for being the first one, is, first of all, I'm honored to have it, but it is so well executed. On the blade, obviously, you could see that cutting bevel, how it's pumped up in the front. Beautiful swedge on top. It's got an acid stone wash on the primary bevel, and then like a satin finish on the flats. And it is well done. Custom pivot. It's domed. See if you can see that in the video. With, honestly, I think it's just like a countersunk. He just drilled around it and then anodized it. And it looks like the bit chattered a little bit, so it gave it a kind of a stepped look. You can kind of see it catching the light right there. Take a look on the other side. Same thing. Beautiful blade design. Sculpted clip with more Westinghouse micarta. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I don't know if you guys know this particular material, but as it ages, it begins to patina, and it is going to look stupid once it's done. Absolutely beautiful piece. In the hand, it's a smaller piece. However, it does fill the palm completely. Very sharp. And a very fitting next generation to the Switch. I absolutely love this thing. Initially when looking at it in photos, I didn't know if I'd dig it. Maybe it wasn't aggressive enough for me. But now, handling it, amazing. There you can see Tough Thumbs, Tuffknives maker's mark with the gears. Amazing piece. Truly an amazing piece. So, let's put that one right there. And this is the next one I got. So I wasn't happy with just one. And when I saw this one, I went bonkers. This is just an amazing piece. This is a non-flipper, it's just a folder with a very, very creative thumb stud just on the presentation side. Dark acid stone wash, and those who know me know I'm a big fan of that. And then a dark anno on titanium handles. But look at the craftsmanship, guys. Look at the beveling. Look at the clip. Hardware has been addressed. It's custom. The milling is perfect. I mean, this thing is just so smooth. They both are. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, this, when I look at this one, this makes me think Tuffknives. This makes me think Tough Thumbs. You know, I should take a second here, and maybe for those who don't know about Geoff and the Tough Thumbs persona, you know, this guy has been in the game for a while now. And he started off as a pimper, a guy that collectors, knife owners would go to and ask to modify production knives, modify even custom knives to their liking. And it's been my experience, like, the guys that start off that way become wonderful knife makers. You look at Peter Rasanti and Geoff, Alexander Dietz. These guys all started by making scales and, you know, modifying existing pieces. But what ends up happening is they have the ability, unlike a lot of my knife makers, to handle many, many different pieces from many different makers. And essentially, they begin to kind of stockpile information of what's good, what's bad, what makes a knife usable, what things don't work as far as lock geometry, as far as pivots, bearings. And when they decide to cross over into the full-time knife making, they make fantastic pieces, guys. It's, to my friends and, you know, close knife collector buddies, they know I'm the biggest fan of Tuffknives. I probably have 10 pieces in my collection, and I don't think I'm going to stop there. And the best part of it all is, you know, from owning a Tannic to a couple of Immortal Pups to switches to one-off pieces, you, from piece to piece, you see the evolution of Geoff as a knife maker and his skills improving literally from knife to knife. And this is of the highest quality. I would put it up against any other maker's work. It is absolutely, absolutely well done. I posted an Instagram today, actually, of me holding this and right next to it a Brad Blunt arrestor. And just looking at the photo, you could tell Geoff's work is, it's amazing. He's at that level, guys. And please don't take what I'm saying as like the early pieces were junk or not high quality, because they were absolutely high quality and they were absolutely custom. It's just he's reaching that next level of custom maker, and I'm proud to own several of the pieces. I just wanted to kind of showcase the tracer. It is a killer piece. Back to this original. This is the #1. So, I mean, those who don't know, or if you've never owned a piece from, come on, focus for me. If you've never owned a Tuffknives piece, it's important to note that essentially every piece that comes off of Geoff's workbench is a one-off. Rarely, in my experience, do two pieces ever look the same. The guy is an artist. He is definitely a designer. And he's always trying to experiment and try new things. So every time you get a piece, it's going to be different from the piece that just came off his bench. So you really do have a one-of-a-kind knife when you go to him. And these days he's going through dealer channels and, you know, shows where you can score his knives. But I'm sure if you speak with him, he can do something special for you. But guys, I've come to the point in collecting Tuffknives where I just wait for the next piece to come out because I know I'm going to be blown away. The level of creativity that Geoff is exhibiting nowadays is well beyond what I would ask for in a custom. He's doing things that are, you know, next level. If you ask me, oh, make me a custom, this is what I want, XYZ, honestly, I would limit myself and my piece would end up looking similar to someone else's. When you leave it to the mind of the designer, you get stuff like this. This is ridiculous. I can't describe the ano job on the titanium. It's like this dark bronze, but it's more to gray. The beveled edges are like, I don't even know. It looks kind of like Tron, if that makes you, if you guys are old enough or to even know what that is. But the venting is done so perfectly. The angles are perfect. The pivot on this one is domed and just gorgeous, kind of gold. The maker's mark on this one is ridiculous. It's like he left the T and the K, the original steel color, and it came out amazing. And look at this. I can get you a close-up of this thumb deployment thing. But look at you can tell it's handmade. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Following the lines. I mean, look how the curve here matches the curve here. That, again, that's by design. That doesn't happen by mistake. Just a killer piece. And the action, again, always perfect with a Tuffknives piece. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Even the way that the two screws that hold in that thumb bar, take a look at that. Take a look at the two screws in the back. They're almost the same distance apart from one another. There's balance in the piece. The way that the lock bar has been cut out and molded, it's perfectly done. Absolutely perfectly done. I mean, truly, this is probably one of the most impressive pieces that I've received from Geoff over the couple years or year and a half I've been collecting his work, since he's become, you know, exclusively a knife maker. He's no longer pimping knives. An amazing example, and I just kind of wanted to share the newest model and what you can see coming out. And right now he is just ramped up. If you follow him on Instagram, you can see piece after piece after piece coming out. I know he's ramping up for Blade. I know he is excited to get these new pieces out. Switches are still coming out. I mean, right now is a great time to score a Tuffknives piece, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed in the craftsmanship. Everything is contoured, just absolutely beautiful. These two things are gorgeous. The great part about this one is use and hand oils will patina this, and it'll just look better and better. And it's a flipper. This one right here, this finish is a user's finish. I mean, I will be carrying this a lot. And the more it gets rubbed, the more it gets, you know, dinged up, the more natural it's going to look, and the more beautiful it's going to look. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I say this a lot on all my videos, but, and understand, I mean, let me take a second to say this, that the pieces that I'm showing you are the pieces that I've collected. So I'm always going to say they're awesome. I'm always going to say they're great, because I don't just buy everything, you know. It's like when you're collecting watches, or you're collecting cigars or wine or comic books. You don't buy every comic book. You buy the ones that are special, the ones that speak to you, the ones that you will hold on to. So all the knives that I show on my channel, I kind of love. And I'm always going to give them amazing reviews and tell you how awesome they are. because I think they are. And at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. That's all. But my opinion on Tough Thumbs and Geoff's work, jump on it, guys. If you have the opportunity to own one of these new tracers, a switch, a Tannic, excuse me, a Tough Pup, excuse me, an Immortal Tough Pup, do it. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to do a video with all my Tuffknives pieces lined up and give you guys an opportunity to see a bunch of different work from him. And I'll do that, you know, next couple weeks or whatever. But I had to show you these two pieces. These are just killer pieces that fire so hard. Killer pieces. Again, these are the new model from Tuffknives. These are the brainchild of Tough Thumbs. It's called the Tracer. Keep an eye out, you know, on the forums, anywhere you can. If you can score a tracer, I'd do it. I'd do it. If you have any questions about this piece or any other pieces I've shown on my channel, please don't hesitate to hit me up. I try to answer all of them. I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel and checking out these vids. It brings me a ton of joy. I dig sharing the collection with enthusiasts. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.